What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel here. Quick little update before we get going here. Those of you who missed video number 1, we got all the old suspension stripped off. We got all the paint stripped off. The chassis there ready to go. We've got some plates gonna be getting made there. And here is the axle. So much cleaner, ready to weld. Maybe a couple little spots here and there that I can get better, but for the most part, it's ready to keep moving forward. Here we are here. ARTEC Industries ordered a truss kit. I'm gonna open that up in just a second. I wanted to show you guys how clean this thing turned out. And I'm gonna show you the rear axle. Like you can see, this thing is pretty close. I can't even tell you the hours I have into grinding and cleaning and wire wheel and whatnot in this. So real briefly, let's show you what the rear one looks like, get you an idea. Real thick, crusty, flaky rust. This is exactly what the other one looked like. I was literally hitting it with the hammer and it was all flaking off. So that's the one we're gonna go ahead and clean up. We're gonna truss that for the rear as well. But let's go ahead and get this truss kit opened up and see what we got here. Welcome to part 2. All right, let's see what we got here. Better to pull it out. We'll open these up. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get it open. Dang, it's a lot of staples. Man, is that beautiful. Looks like we got a couple stickers here. And a very, very beautiful truss. Go check that out. Let's see here. Look at that, ready to weld. Beautiful, nice and thick. Gorgeous. I'm excited. I am very excited. Hell yeah, let's get this on the axle and see how it looks. So here's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Some pictures on Google, they notch out the truss kit. So it would be like right here, they would notch this out, put a big old square. Well, we're not gonna do that because it looks a lot cleaner with, you know, pretty clean gusset all the way around, everything looking right. The pictures where they notch it out and they cut it out, it kind of looks random, kind of looks out of place. So we're just gonna take a little extra time. We're gonna plasma cut this off. We're gonna grind it smooth so it'll look just like that side, and then we're gonna set the truss on it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and fully weld. I'm gonna click it all in. I'm gonna fully weld the truss. That way we can set it on as one piece. And then we do have to clearance right here for the axle tubes just a little bit. They're slightly off the cuts. So we're gonna go ahead and clean that up. That way it sits on there, and we're gonna just get it going here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just time lapse hacking this off real quick. Alright, so here we go. So now that I have everything cleaned up, fully cleaned up, I got that little block grinded off. I just showed trimming here, trimming that little part up a little bit to clearance the four-wheel drive engagement part. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do before I set this on, I just kind of did it off camera, so I'm gonna run you through how I did it real quick. So I have this little digital magnetic gauge here. So what you do is it tells you the degree you're at. So I'm putting it there. See, it says 84 degrees, and that's with the jack holding it up. Everything's gonna be sitting in place. So what I did here is I happen to have, I'm just gonna show you instead of walking out there, I have another Cummins out here in the backyard that I put it on the same spot on the axle to figure out what degree it's supposed to be at for the pinion angle. The one out there is like 83.9. This is 84.9. I could tap it a little bit and try to get it a little bit closer, which I might do that real quick. But that's factory settings on a lifted Cummins, which should be pretty close to what the Pathfinder is gonna need. It's gonna be lifted, it's gonna be on 37, same size tires, everything. So it should be within a pretty decent ballpark. But the important thing is the pinion and the steering knuckle angles, so that way nothing is cockeyed, nothing is wrong. Everything's gonna be where it's at. Everything's gonna, you know, it should track properly down the street. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna set it at that, and then we're gonna set the truss on top, and then we're gonna go ahead and level that out, and we're gonna weld it in place. Alright, so now that we have the angle on the axle housing correct, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna set this in place. It is very, very heavy. And make sure that the gaps are even here, that it's centered. And then what we're gonna do here, turn it on. You can reset it to 0. And then we're gonna put it on here. Alright, and then that's 0 flat. Maybe I went too far. Close enough. So that now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and tack the couple corners so it stays in place. And then I'm going to go ahead and just fully weld everything in all the way around. And then that's going to be fully on there, fully installed. And then the next step after that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start building our 4-link tabs. So after that, we're going to get it up off the table, set it under the Pathfinder, and then we'll start mocking up and seeing our angles and start cutting out some tabs and get things ready to go. So let's go ahead and get this welded on. All right guys, so we got that front axle all cleaned up and trussed, the truss fully welded on. So that's gonna be a wrap for this video. The next video, we're gonna start doing those frame gussets and start modifying the frame to get the axle underneath the truck. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you again for all your support, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.